Hello, welcome to Womanhood Wednesday. I am Traci Byerly and I am unapologetically gray. I help women to create a confident, prosperous attitude about growing older so they can master the art of aging unapologetically. Hello to my mature modern mavens. Hope you are keeping warm wherever you are. I have a beautiful fireplace brewing on the other side of this, and I am loving it. What's going on in that fireplace kind of matches my mood. I don't know how many of you watch The View. I can't even tell you what day it was. The setup is, I belong to quite a few gray hair communities, and someone had mentioned about inviting the ladies from The View into the gray hair community, and I'm like, oh Lord. God told them, well, maybe I'll watch it and then send them a book. After what I saw, I am not wasting anything. So you had Sunny who was on there, and the name of the segment is called Insulting Remarks That Are Meant to Be Helpful. She had a friend that I think she was growing out her hair, but she was also letting her go gray. And she flat out told her friend she didn't like it. And then, thank you, yes, it was. And then they went into this whole tirade about how gray hair ages you and makes you look old. And then Sunny went on to say that she had a friend, relative, or whoever who couldn't get a man because she had all that gray hair. I got that part right. And then she dyed it and she finally got a man. And then they went on and on about how they wouldn't. And you know what? I get it. Just for a lot of you who are watching this, you choose not to dye your hair, and that is fine. It's okay. My thing is that there was a whole lot of negative projection. They really kind of sort of reminded me, I think it was Saturday Night Live, and there was a black man that was blind, but he was convinced that he was a KKK man. He was black with the KKK outfit on, and he was talking smack on the black people. I'm looking at these middle-aged women who are sitting on this panel, and they are talking smack about a natural progression that they are going through. Many of them had their hair dyed, and thank you, Dave Chappelle, thank you, yes. But many of them have their hair dyed, and you're dyeing it for a reason. You got gray hair. Doesn't matter what color, is gray hair with a different coat. Not only that, this is a natural progression, and Sunny said it. She said that she was not going to age gracefully. Good luck. There were so many things wrong with this. My heart goes out to people at the end of the day who are fighting natural progression because of old, antiquated programming that started way back late 1800s into the 1900s, where people were dying prematurely, and probably due to lack of not caring for themselves because they couldn't, stress, whatever, may have started prematurely graying. Again, graying happens. But what made it so sad was between 1900 and 1950, the average age for death was right about the age of 40. So of course, when you hit your 30s, late 30s, 40s, you start panicking because death is soon coming. Guess what? Stop it. We are living longer. It is time to start reprogramming. And this thing about gray ages you, Is it the circle that you're hanging with? And I want you to look at something other than the hair. What about their lifestyle? What about their outlook on life? Because I can show you time, and yes, silver and gray are signs of great wisdom and soul sparkles. Yes, yes, yes. And that is so true too. Death unfortunately comes at any age. So true. But the moral of the story is that gray does not age you. You age yourself. It's all about what's in your mindset. Do you choose to have a hospice mentality where you hit a certain age and it's time for you to be made comfy until you go on to glory? Or do you cherish the days that you still have ahead of you? We're all growing older. Natural progression of life. Think about it. When we were sprouting breasts and hairs in certain places and bodies changing, did anybody sit there and tell us you're going to be ugly, this is going to age you? No, we rode the transition and we made it through. And the majority of us couldn't keep ourselves out of the mirror because we looked so great. If you are a friend who has someone who is wanting to embrace their natural gray hair, their wrinkles, or whatever, let me help you out. How many other decisions did they make that you didn't like, didn't agree with, didn't care? Bet you there was a whole bunch. You can go as far as to say, hey, not my cup of tea, but the best thing you can say is, how can I support you? Think about some of the other stuff you supported them in, whether you didn't want to or not. The worst thing you can do is project your fears, your hatred, your whatever onto them. I will say this to you. If you watch them make other unwise decisions that you felt was reckless, what is so wrong with having them support them through this reckless decision of discovering who they are without all of the mask and the covering up, their authentic selves? What's wrong with that? Support your friends. They need your love. And for those of you who are seeking support from friends that you know are going to be negative, I have to ask you this. Are you a glutton for abuse? I know I was, so that's why I can ask you this. And I'm going to tell you from a recovering person who was a glutton for abuse. Don't ask. You already know what they're going to say. Do you need them to validate what you're afraid to do? My suggestion to you is this. Find you a tribe that supports what you do and where you're going. I'm fired up. I'm fired up like that fireplace over there. But that's what that did, because it is time out for us women saying that we're speaking the truth in love. When it comes to someone embracing their natural selves, let them be reckless in loving themselves. If they don't like it, they'll go back to whatever it is. Support them. That's all I'm saying. Woman to woman. Support your friends. You may not agree, and it's okay. But they need your love and your support. And if you can't do it, tell them. Find your tribe. That's the best thing you could do. I wish somebody on The View could get this. But for my sphere of influence, whether you're that one that's trying to embrace, or if you are that one that is so anti-aging and hate gray hair, you may not know the damage that you're causing. So woman to woman, I'm coming to you. Let's be a better support for one another. Can we? If any of this struck you, please drop some comments. We can handle it. Share what you're thinking. And I love y'all. I thought about doing a part 2, but I think this will do it right here. So stay tuned for next Tuesday, True to You Tuesday. And I think we have a special guest coming up on Womanhood Wednesday. I will put it out there just as soon as I get it all together. You stay tuned. And until next time, mwah, smooches.